Okay, so part 2 of working on the drawer system. We left you off last week when we kind of had the platform in place and secured. Today we are going to be placing the slides and then placing the centerpiece accordingly. And once that's in place, we can then insert the drawers. We have to resize one of the drawers, so that's something we've got to get done as well. And then finally we'll just put in all the finishing touches, like adding the carpet and any painting if there is any we need to get done. That's the plan for today. I just want to mention, stick around till the end of this video because we have a little surprise plan that we have planned. No, we have a surprise. We want to talk to you about it. We'll tell you in the end of this video, so stick around. So this is what we are dealing with. If you missed it last week, this is our platform. We really didn't have to do much. We just cut these 3 pieces and then we cut a huge board and then we realized that the board doesn't fit, so we had to do it like a little zigzag, but that's pretty much our platform. So you're all caught up now. Also, we had to cut a little notch here because we wanted to pull the seats back a little bit more. So that wasn't there last week and we just cut that up today. Aldo is now working on placing the slides. We realized that if we place it flush up against this board, when we pull the drawer out, there may be a possibility that it hits this. So we decided we'll add like a little piece. This is like a piece of Meranti from our house build. So we decided we'll just add that to create a little offset. Big words. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to place this board and then we're going to put the slide in. And I think this is exactly where the center piece is going to go because we measured it and it fits perfectly. So let's put that together now. Let's go. Where did he go? Okay, he's by the door. It fit, right?
It does, but this track is a little...
We need to lift it up.
Lift it up a little bit, yeah.
Looks...
Because it looks like that, right?
Yeah.
Too much. All this broke.
Oh my goodness.
Turns it.
How did it break?
Because not enough lubrication, I think. Now it's more level, right?
Yeah. Looks good to me. Before we put in the other drawer and the slide, we want to fix this center board to the body of the Jeep. We're going to put some L clamps and secure to the platform, but to secure to the body of the Jeep, we're just using one of the pre-existing holes right there. Once we're done bolting it down to the existing hole, we'll just bend that bracket so that it's held in place.
Just bend it like that. Like that.
That's the plan. It will add to some sort of stability at the bottom. Not a lot, but something's better than nothing. Right?
Yeah. You might want to use some stronger plates, stronger L clamps to bolt these to the body of the Jeep, but It's super strong now. Just with these, thin plates, it's going to do its job. So
Yeah.
as long as it's super tight and it doesn't move,
Yeah.
that's all we need. We would have, wanted to use something more solid like we did in our JL.
Yeah, but the problem with using something more solid is like with the JL, the angles were much sharper. So I feel like we could have used those strong brackets, but with this we had to bend it, right?
Yeah.
And if we use something strong, we need a vise to bend it, and we don't have that.
Yeah.
Gala. Drop it. Okay, so Aldo's going to work on resizing the drawer now. I'm gonna go heat up some pizza so we can take a little pizza lunch break. So when we were in the city, we would get pizza like every other night because it was cheap and it was so close by. Literally like 5 minutes away from our house. Not even 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Call and go pick it up. But now we don't get pizza that often, but we decided to get one last night. And so this is like leftovers from that pizza. It's pretty good. And the best sauce you can ever make.
Yep.
It's like a garlic sauce and it's so easy. It's like 3 ingredients. Garlic, sour cream, and no, 4 ingredients. Garlic, sour cream, mayonnaise, and some lemon. Like some juice of a lemon. Oh, it's so good. Okay, time to resize this drawer.
17 inches is what we need.
17 inches is what?
Like 17 inches wide.
But then you have to take it down because of the slides, right? So it's not...
Like including the slides. Like the slides are 1/2 inch on each side. So that's like 1 inch. So the box itself needs to be 16 inches.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. We'll take it out. We'll see what happens. Pick a side and then we'll just rip it down. Probably this side because we have this on this side too. I mean, it's just a couple of screws, so it doesn't matter.
What are you up to?
Just hanging out in the sun. Come join me, it feels so good.
No thanks.
Seriously, you're working too hard. Just like...
The sun is going down.
Yeah, I know, just like...
Just another 2 more hours.
It's so good. Wait, hold on, you're pulling me wrong.
Okay.
Pull me forward,
Yeah,
not
okay.
sideways.
Okay.
Who pulls sideways? There we go. So we're gonna use another like a different fabric maybe. So we can take this one out. But you're sure, right?
Yep.
100%?
You can keep it if you want.
Yeah, and then we can glue it back. Okay?
Just release it that much.
Just
that's all I need. Yeah.
Release it this much. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's good.
Okay.
Once we lift it off the ground, yeah. Perfect. Okay, we just have to secure it now. Just put a couple of nails to check. Looks like it's working. Okay, so our drawer is in, but we did a little miscalculation and we forgot to account this in. So there's just a little bit we may need to take off on the top, and that may fix the issue. It's just yeah. There, it's just a tad. I think even just removing this fabric may help.
No, I can lower it a little bit. The track needs to be a little bit
lower. Did you lower it?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's still touching, but it's better than.
Yeah.
I can shave off a little bit here, so.
It'll eventually happen, though.
Yeah.
It's so that big question.
Not bad.
Well, nothing's hitting.
Yep, A1.
Can't really see anything on the camera, but nothing's hitting. There we go. Our drawers are in there. This is my cooking setup. This one will be like for clothes and stuff like that. Seem pretty sturdy. And I'm going to get a board. I'm going to cut a piece of plywood, and then we can place it on top of this. And then like this area will be like counter space, so we can cook here and prep here. And the best thing about these drawers, the way we've done it now, is that there's space in the bottom, so I can store a piece of board perfectly underneath there or here, so I can pull it out from then. Yeah, we still need to put some finishing touches on this. Aldo's not so happy about all this space at the top and on the sides and at the bottom. He wants to add a piece that covers it all or something like that, but I don't know how we can do it with if we do add a piece, it's going to hit here, and obviously these drawers are modified. We didn't build it for this specification, so I'm happy. I'm so happy we got to reuse these. We didn't have to waste it, so I'm happy with it. Aldo's he's being weird about the space, but I really like it. I think it looked good. We may change this felt because honestly nothing's wrong with it. It just needs a good clean, but I did get some paint on it. And if we decide to get carpet material for the top of the platform, then I'd like for the carpet on the platform and this to match, the carpet on the drawer to match as well. So I don't know, that's some finishing touches that we will need to put on it. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're gonna go now and get our first ice cream for the season. Our store now has ice cream. I mean, they bring it out every season, so they've started it again. So we're gonna go now get the first ice cream of the season. We'll see you tomorrow when we put the finishing touches and we get to see the final product. Stay. Okay, so it's A bit windy today and it's also raining, so hopefully the audio isn't too bad. So yesterday we went into town and we picked up some supplies to finish off the drawer system. We started off by first using some tie brackets to tie the platform pieces together. We first did that, we screwed in those brackets. And then we went ahead and we peeled off all of that felt that was on our drawers because we felt like it was a little old and it was kind of wearing out. So we took that out and we found some really nice looking wood vinyl. So we decided to go with that and put that on top of our drawers. And to be honest, it turned out pretty well. And after we were done with that, I went ahead and I painted the whole platform black and also some of the insides. Initially, we were planning on doing a little bit of a felt or a carpet on top of the platform itself. But then after we gave it some thought, we realized that it'd be much easier for us to clean, and especially with Kala being back there, and since he's a lab and he sheds a lot, we felt like it's much easier to have something easy that we can just sweep out and clean. So I went ahead and painted the whole of the inside of the platform black, and I'm so excited to show you the finished product. This is what it looks like. There we go, we've got a drawer for supplies, clothes, etc. And then we've got this one. This is going to be my kitchen drawer. So it's going to have our stove in it. And then that's all kitchen supplies. And in the back there, we're also going to keep our fridge. We'll have to figure out a way to put the battery below my seat or Aldo's seat so we can power the fridge. And then on this side, it's going to be Kala's bed. Okay. Our drawer system. I think we've really become pros at installing these drawers now. I mean, I won't call ourselves pros yet. I mean, we're getting better at it, because I remember in our jail when we set it up, it was so, like, the drawer was so tight, and I remember we had to, there was a bit of a process of wearing it in, but with this one it's really smooth, and I think we did a pretty good job. Still not as smooth as butter, but it's good. As you can see, we also have a lot of space behind the drawer. I think this space right here would be perfect for the battery. We'll have to set that up soon. That'll be for another video, but right now we have the air compressor there, but you can see there's quite a bit of space because the drawer ends right there. And then there's plenty of space above the wheel well as well, like for shoes and stuff. I think that's awesome. I think we also, like I mentioned, want to just add a small cupboard on the side for our diesel heater. We're not sure if we want to go all the way up till here. We'll probably just stop right here. Just a small shelf for the heater, and I think that'll be perfect. Nice and warm on cold days. So it's starting to rain now, so I'm gonna quickly get to our announcement that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So a while ago I put up this post on Instagram about the Lake Fortune lighthouse, and I remember in that post I mentioned how cool would it be for us to, you know, visit all the lighthouses in Nova Scotia. And since that post, we both have been thinking about that idea of actually taking some time to just visit the lighthouses in Nova Scotia, because Nova Scotia has over 150 lighthouses. I believe the oldest lighthouse in the Americas is in Nova Scotia. I don't really know what it's called. We have a lot of research ahead of us that we have to do over this weekend. We're going to start this trip off on Monday, possibly. Both of us, Aldo and I, have some time off, and we've decided that this is the best time for us to, you know, do this. It's going to be a huge challenge. We're trying to do 100 lighthouses in 100 hours, and if you do the math, that's almost around 25 lighthouses each day. So that's 4 days in total. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but I think it's such a fun challenge. I think it'll be really exciting for us to do something like this. We're usually very unplanned. We go on trips without a lot of planning, and we just kind of take it as it comes. So it's going to be a little difficult, but I think it'll be a fun challenge. We are going to be updating all of this live on Instagram on our stories, so follow us there. And at the end of the trip, we are planning on just releasing like a mini series of maybe 4 or 5 episodes of the trip itself. But yeah, join along. And that was our big secret, big announcement. But that's it for this week's video. Like this video if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave your questions and suggestions in the comment section below. That's it. Thanks. Bye.